Hi, I'm glad that you found me. And trust me when I tell you that this whole interaction is not random. Nothing in this world is random, as many like to claim. Everything happens because it has to happen, however it is. Stick around for a little bit. You know that path of least resistance that we all choose in our lives? The comfortable way. The thing that we tell ourselves, there's nothing to change here. It's fine how it is. Even though, you may be working at a place that makes you feel miserable, that doesn't bring you any fulfillment of any kind, does not make you feel good about yourself. Perhaps it even makes you hate yourself sometimes. And yet you choose to stay there because of job security, and only God knows and only you know whatever the other reasons are, right? That's the path of least resistance that I'm talking about, that everybody kind of like lives their lives by. I don't know why that is, though. I mean, I do in a way. I think we all do, right? It's because of the comfort zone. It's because of the fear of the unknown, the uncertainty, the what do I do if I leave this place? What do I do if I leave this relationship? Whatever the situation is, I use the job example because, it's something that I'm sure everyone can relate to it. But the same applies to anything in life, really. Most people forgot that when we resist things, this is this reaction that happens, whether it is psychological, emotional, physical. It happens physically a lot. Your body answers to things, or should I say, your body tells you, it gives you clues, it gives you signs when you shouldn't be doing certain things a certain way, you shouldn't be agreeing with certain things, whatever that may be. Your body knows. The body always responds instantly. It always happens that way because the body has its own sort of like mind, so to speak. It's it's not an aspect of us that the ego has control the way it does over our psychological behavior. And that's the reason why the body does and behave the way it does. It's pretty interesting stuff. And that's associated with that gut feeling that I've talked about on a video a while ago. That's your body. The gut feeling is like your body, and it knows. It always does. So we're really always hurting ourselves when we choose this path of least resistance because we always choose the comfortable way, the way where you don't have to change anything, make an effort of any kind, or whatever it is. We can just be there and do whatever it is that we got to do. But yet in the back of your mind, you keep telling yourself, I don't want to do this anymore. I can do something else. I can do better, right? But yet you choose not to do anything. And that lack of action, that lack of acting, doing something, it's not going to do anything. Everything's going to stay the same. Everything stays the same when we don't do something. We have to do something. And here's the other thing though. Everybody has this need. Everybody feels like something or someone outside of themselves has to come to rescue them from whatever situation that they're in. And to some degree, sometimes, relatives, friends, people that you love, people that you deeply care for, the people that are there in your life for you when when the shit hits the fan, right? Because that happens to everybody multiple times throughout our lives. But here's the thing though, they can't they can't help you when it comes down to certain things. There are certain things that you're the only one who can do something about it. And that will apply to almost every aspect of your life, outside of a few scenarios. So you have to keep in mind that you are the one that have to do something. It's up to you, nobody else. You have to take care of yourself. You have to honor yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to know what it means when you're actually disrespecting yourself by doing everyone's bidding without ever second guessing yourself, by people pleasing 24/7 without understanding the amount of harm that that would do to you, because all that's going to happen is people are just going to use and abuse you. And they're going to have a great time doing that. You, on the other hand, not so much. So I'm here to remind you and to tell you that there's a better way. And you've known this all along. You've known this your whole life. You just forgot along the way somehow. And I'm here to remind you. The answer for whatever situation, problem, issue that you have right now, whatever that is, you always have that answer. You've always had that answer. It's inside of you, screaming for your attention, yelling from the top of your lungs, telling you, let me help you. I am here for you. Listen to me. It happens so much, and we don't pay attention because our mind is so busy picturing a million different things. Making storms in a cup of water out of nowhere for no reason. We do that all the time. We're always doing that. Making a big deal out of things that shouldn't even be an issue at all. Using all our energy worrying about stuff instead of getting that energy and focusing that energy and using that energy on building something new, making something different, changing something about ourselves to improve our lives in every way that it can be improved. But these things don't happen magically. Unlike many like to tell you. These things don't happen magically. How many videos of people have you seen on this platform with that title? You're going to be so rich, you don't even know what you're going to do with all the money. Within 24 hours, 48 hours, you're going to be rich. How many of those videos have you seen? I don't know if it's my algorithm, but I see that crap on my feed all the time. I never watch the videos though, because I know what they're about. It's the absolute gaslighting of your mind, of your psychological state. These people are farming your energy for your attention, for your desperation, to give you a way out, to make you cope better. So you can go on another day without changing anything, without doing anything for yourself. Because you actually believe that that kind of thing is going to happen to you and it's going to fall out of the sky on your lap without you doing anything about it. People are so easily swayed and manipulated these days. It's a scary thing. Oh, hold on. I have a little ant here. That's okay though. Let it walk on my arm. So, hear me out and stop giving your attention to these people. You're only harming yourself in the process. You're not doing yourself any favors. Instead, do what I said and look within, because you always had the answer. You always had the answer. You have the answer right now as I'm speaking, as I'm telling you. You have the answer, but you're just not listening to yourself. So stop refusing to listen to yourself for a moment and just listen. Allow that part of you that can help you, that has the answers that you're looking for, to come out, manifest itself, so that you can do whatever it is that you have to do to improve your life in whatever aspect of your life that may be. Doesn't matter. We have been so conditioned to look for every answer that we may be looking for outside of us our entire lives without ever realizing that that's been with you the whole time you've been here, the whole time you've been breathing. It's inside of you. It's a part of you. It will never leave you. No matter how deep asleep you may be. So perhaps it's time to shake it up a bit and get out of that slumber. Get out of the sleepwalking mode. Wake up somehow, to some degree, and open your eyes. Begin to see things clearly, better. So that you can equip yourself with what you need and what you have inside of you to be able to prosper. And have things in your life that perhaps you may never known what it was like. True happiness, true joy, true love. All of the things that pretty much every human being on this planet is chasing, is yearning for, is longing for. It's human nature, right? That is human nature. We came here to love and to experience everything. But love is the ultimate experience, right? Love is what everybody is really struggling with and having a hard time finding it. But let me tell you a little secret, and this is the biggest secret that no one ever told you. Maybe you heard this before, but you didn't pay attention to it. You ignored it. Until you learn how to truly love yourself and understand what that is like, what that feels like, you're never going to find this love that you're yearning for outside of you, somewhere else, from somebody else. Some of us will, but we'll never know. Because a lot of times, people that truly, genuinely love us in some way, shape, or form, they don't really come and tell us out loud these things. People are weird like that. Trust me when I tell you. It's just the way a lot of people are. Again, because of all the conditioning and all the things that we were told our whole lives. So until you really learn how to love yourself, and understand what that really means and what it feels like, these things that you've been desperately seeking outside of you, people making videos on platforms, TikTok and this and that, it's mostly females that I see doing things like this. Guys are different. Guys operate different. You know, they keep it to themselves, and then they just procrastinate, and they never let it out. And that's why I said many times before, you know, if you're a guy, have a friend, find a mentor, find someone to help you with that, so that you can at least sometimes let it out. Because bottling all these things up inside of you is not going to help you, man. That's a horrible thing to do to yourself. Because there's a limit as to how far you can bottle things up until it all explodes. And then sometimes when these things happen that way, that can be horrible in bad ways too. So, yeah, that's important. Don't bottle stuff up. Let it out. Find someone to talk about it. Even if you have to talk about it with yourself and just let it out. Let it out. Because the damage that these things do to us when we carry them with us for so long, it's, I'm not going to say it's irreversible, because nothing is irreversible, but it becomes a lot harder to heal afterwards. And I'm going to leave it at that. And I think I said long enough here for this one. And I'm telling you these things because I care about you. I care about you in a way that you should be caring about yourself. Let that sink in. I don't know you personally. I don't know who you are. Never seen you before. But I know how you feel. I know what you're going through because I've been there. And that's why I make these videos, and that's why I talk about these things. I know what it's like. I don't have a script. I'm not here to gaslight you. I'm here to enlighten you and perhaps maybe help you open your eyes in that sense. Because I can't enlighten you. That is up to you, though. That's not something that anyone outside of you can do that for you. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise, because they're lying to you and they're gaslighting you. Learn how to look at within. Find yourself again. Because that'll help you so much. And this is all I have to say for this one, my friends. It got a little longer than I thought it would. But it's okay. It'll reach those who it's meant for. I know it in my heart. That's my intention. And with that said, I will catch you all on the next one. Don't forget to click a like, share and subscribe, because that's why I make these videos. Until next time, my friends, I'll catch you later. Take care.